Hey folks, I wanted to try something a little different to keep the content coming in between the longer videos here. I'm calling this the Escape Archive, and I'll be going through some interesting items that I've collected. If there's another type of vintage catalog, book, or magazine that you'd like to take a look at, let me know in the comments and I can see what I can dig up from the Lore Escape Archives. This is something that I was interested to get because of its obvious time travel connections. If you've seen my LEGO themed timeline video, you know that I love the time travel stories with the various LEGO themes. This is Pre-Time Cruisers. It's a LEGO Time Traveler's Calendar from 1992. Now, it's not the earliest example of a LEGO time machine in the lore, and as it turns out, it's not all that helpful in giving new dates for any of the existing themes. However, it does have some nice, larger images from the classic 1992 catalog scenes, as well as some cool models that were made for the various touring shows. I haven't seen scans of this elsewhere. I'll post a link to the scans I've made of this copy if you're curious, but let's take a look inside. So this was part of a birthday pack that would have been sent out to club members. You used to get some fun stuff for your birthday if you were part of the LEGO club back then. The time machine design here is simple, but I like it a lot. If you were a kid back then, you know how hard it was to get this many transparent pieces, so it's something that would have stood out. We are the LEGO Maniacs. We're here to take you on a journey through time in the LEGO time machine. Who knows what time we'll land in next? We could land on a flying dinosaur, stumble onto a pirate treasure chest, or meet a robot from the future. Climb aboard! This adventure is just beginning. On our journey, we'll travel through a very special time. Your new year. So it seems like this came with a sheet of stickers for each month, and you'd put the sticker for your birthday month on the first page, as you can see here. I'm not sure how well this works. It seems like all the stickers in this calendar were from the same year. Anyway, we start out on what the calendar calls Ancient Times, which is a wildly long period of time, as we can see here on the bottom, from 225 million BC to 30 BC. It's so that they can cover ancient Egypt and then hop back in time to cover dinosaurs in the next couple of pages. The rest of the calendar's history is linear. I'm not sure why they didn't just start with the dinosaurs, but you can do anything you want to with the time machine. Hopping back from the time of the dinosaurs, we fly into the medieval era, which here is from about 400 to 1454 AD. This isn't really helpful in placing this particular year of castle sets, but it's nice to get a large, clear image from this diorama. We've got a buildable dragon on the next page, and then we go into the Age of Exploration from 1260 to 1800 AD, so we're overlapping time periods here. I do like that we see this detail, just a ton of sharks tucked away in the corner. What I really want to highlight on this page is this picture of a giant blue coat fort on a rocky island. This is from the World of Pirates touring show from the early 90s, and there aren't that many images of this version of the show out there. A lot of the larger models like this galleon were later repurposed for other touring shows, but this particular model was part of a huge display that depicted both the Blue Coat Island of Sabatina and the pirates' home base on Forbidden Island. And they didn't just do the fortifications on each island, they also created some of the houses and taverns and a lot of little details that you don't often see in the 90s pirate displays. Very cool stuff. I really want to see close-up images of this display someday. On the next page, we've got a little treasure chest build. I like it. Here's where we can really tell that these dates aren't going to be helpful to us for timelining purposes. It's the age of transportation from 1790 to 1920, but obviously nobody's saying that these train sets are supposed to be in a scene from the 1920s. Still, you gotta love some of the little details that get lost in the smaller catalogs. There's a lady losing papers from her briefcase, we got a guy over here with a stamp and a letter, there's even a couple smooching goodbye on the train platform. This suggested model build is, I think, from a pretty old idea book. Let me know if you recognize it in the comments. Good luck trying to find that tire in 1993. You can see the version they did for the calendar has some part substitutions, particularly the headlight bricks and that old-fashioned wheel on the back. Now we're into the 20th century, 1990 to 1999, still 6 years in the future when this calendar was used. You can see the seaplane on the next page also has some part substitutions to keep it buildable in 93. It looks like the original calls for transparent car doors, which is something I haven't seen. Let me know in the comments if this is a real piece. Finally, we have the future, which is kind of funny because it only goes from the year 2000 to 2100, so we can expect Blacktron level technology any decade now. And we've got a fun little robot to close things out. Anyway, that's it for this little item from the archives. I've got a link in the description so you can check it out for yourselves. Hopefully this was interesting to you. There's more LEGO lore stuff coming, so please like and subscribe, check out the Patreon, all that. Good luck on your own time travels, and I'll see you in the future.